Do you like Subnautica and or Magic the Gathering? Then check this out. I took my Glarb Sea Creature Tribal deck and made a Subnautica version of all the cards. Each card with their own unique arts, and some of which have their own flavor text that either reference or are direct quotes from the games. But for today, we'll be focusing on this one. So, this channel's most active commenter wanted to know what my favorite card was. While my favorite card that I've created in the deck is either Glarb or the Humble Peeper, aka Runo Stromkirk, my favorite creature in Subnautica itself is actually the Reefback. But before I get into my whole spiel about the Reefback, let me go over why I turned the Reefback into Zolotoyak, the Smiling Flood. To be honest, the entire reason that I initially went with Zolotoyak is because the idea of a giant creature that's smiling and friendly felt like it fit the Reefback better than most creatures in that game. There are a few fun interactions where I end up putting counters on things and then Zolotoyak can end up untapping them, like with the Great Henge. Then there are some lesser known interactions, like Mirko putting a finality counter on something counts as something with a counter, so Zolotoyak will untap it. Either way, the idea that I turned the Reefback into a card that's called the Smiling Flood that turns lands into islands when the Reefback itself could be confused with an island just seemed really flavorful and nice. Now, on to my boy. I mean, come on, how could you not love this thing? A giant friendly leviathan that houses an ecosystem on its back and has sound design that would have ASMR creators filling out a job application. Not to mention, Reefbacks serve a pivotal role in the atmosphere of Subnautica. When you first venture out, odds are you're gonna end up in the grassy plateaus. You end up hearing this monstrous sound coming from the distance, and then when you look over there and venture forward, you find a Reefback, a large, friendly creature, setting the precedent that if you hear an extremely loud noise that could be anything, there is a good chance that it might be friendly or something that at the very least doesn't have interest in you. And that is a flat-out lie. Or at the very least, a nice delusion that the game lulls you in with, so that when you get into an area and you hear a Reaper in the distance, you're less likely to be on your guard because you've encountered something like a Reefback. It is genius game design. Was this done on purpose? Honestly, I don't care one way or the other. It does its job and it does it well. The Reefback embodies everything I love about Subnautica. It represents an aspect of Subnautica that has nothing to do with the horror or the survival, but just the sheer awe of exploring this alien planet for the very first time. So without a doubt, this is my favorite creature throughout all of Subnautica. And after this video, I hope all of you understand why that is. Alright, I think that's about it. If there's a card from the Moxfield list that you'd like me to cover next, please comment it below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or a longer, more comprehensive video about my Subnautica deck, please click the link in the description. Oh, and subscribe for more!